not too versed on that.
Let's go.
I'll be recording like that.
Okay, so we are in King's Cross. We're going to be going on the Circle Line. I'm joined with Nacho.
Yeah, getting ready for another session of Tube Outreach. We're becoming more and more sophisticated, developing the style. So follow us on the journey.
Wes, what are we doing today?
Outreaching, handing leaflets to people, and other things as well.
I'm so curious. We've got a new activist with us today who got in contact with me because she saw some of the work that we were doing and just wanted to get involved, and as a young person, just have a voice and try and make some impact. So I'm going to introduce now.
Hi, my name's Tierney.
You see, we've got a group of young people. Nacho is the oldest here, I will say, but Wes, how old are you?
22.
What?
22.
How old are you?
22.
And how old are you?
I'm 25.
Young people out trying to make a difference, trying to spread information about the social credit system, about Agenda 2030 and about the Great Reset. Today we're going to be looking at digital IDs. We're going to be looking at why the government suddenly have an interest in looking inside of our bank accounts and all these things. So I think it's going to be very interesting and very relevant. So let's go. Good evening, everyone. Apologies to be that annoying voice on the tube that pops up every now and again. I'm handing out some leaflets today about what I consider to be kind of the top 5 threats that the mainstream media don't want to tell the British public about. I think over the past 4 years, we've seen our rights disrupted. I think we've been attacked in lots of different ways, and most importantly, in recent weeks, we've seen the introduction of more of a digitalised environment for our country. We're seeing cash being removed all the time. We are seeing banks closing down, and we're now seeing our government taking an interest in what comes in and out of our bank account. I feel like as a country, we're heading into a digital stage of what many are calling a 4th digital industrial revolution. The World Economic Forum is a global institution which influences our politics in the UK and has talked about the removal of cash and physical money. What this does is takes away a little bit more freedom. I don't know about you, but do you not feel that a country which is supposed to be free, that was built on democracy, is now moving in a direction of a lot of control and a government having too much authority over our lives? We are people, we have the ability to make decisions, and we have free will. Who is the government to tell us what to do every single day? So I'm going to hand out some leaflets. It's worth a read. You don't have to have a read. Of course, I'm not going to force anyone, but it'd be good maybe to just open your minds to fresh knowledge, fresh information. Again, it's great that we can just have a conversation and have the ability to have these kind of debates. So I'm going to hand out some leaflets. Thank you very much. Like a leaflet, madam? Thank you, madam.
Have a read. Thank you.
Read. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, madam. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you so much. Thank you, madam. Cheers. Thank you so much. Oh, I've run out. Run out of leaflets. We are being digitalised in our country. Can you give us some thoughts on that? Like, what's your opinion on the removal of cash?
Why? Back in the day, there used to be a saying, cash is key. Cash is the king. Now, if you have a £50 note, you can't spend that £50 note in shops. Why?
Well, I feel like it's a way to currently watch our every move, to know, like, because now we're building robots, I believe.
Do you use cash? Is cash something that we should be supporting and promoting?
Yes. They're monitoring our every, once again, it's that like whole thing of monitoring our every move.
As young people, we're constantly pressured, to kind of conform to one idea. You've got to believe this, especially in school, education. Obviously, you were not long ago, you were in school, etc. Like, I feel like the education system doesn't benefit young people that much anymore, and is there to kind of push ideas and force us to be put in little boxes and not expand our ideas. And that in turn allows the government or whatever to kind of do what they want, because it's like they're just going to conform, they're just going to listen just as they were taught in school.
Today we are giving out information about the digital ID and the cashless system. I'm 22. All throughout my time at university, I studied at Sheffield before then. I study in Oxford Brookes now, and all of the cafes there are cashless. Everything here is cashless. You know what I mean? You can't really pay cash for anything. It serves as a pretty dire warning, really, for me, that they are making a more digitalized society where literally anonymity is basically non-existent, and you can't really, the government or like any sort of institutions has access to all your information, and that to me is an invasion of my privacy.
Trouble if somebody catches me, but I am totally with you, and quite honestly, what's happening to this wonderful country is absolutely shattering.
What did you think?
I've been here 55 years, and to tell you the truth, from that time to now, I'm ashamed of what's become.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy to see that you guys are actually really caring, because everybody's just following the whatever's
Keeping
being
up
said.
with the Joneses.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
I
even
think
that, they're not thinking. They're just
They're
you know,
just
Just
doing
going
following.
it.
along with whatever.
Sheep.
Yeah.
Master
They're like
says.
sheep. They're complete. How did you get
literally
involved?
we're just a group of young people who basically what we're trying to do is promote critical thinking, freedom of speech,
Please
and over
join
the
the
past.
Free Speech Union.
Okay, so we just finished up on the Circle Line. We're going to go back the other way. The reception's been really good. We've had lots of people who are willing to interact, take a leaflet, and just be willing to listen. This never used to be. It never used to be this way. It used to be that no one really wanted to partake in any conversation. But we've also had some really good interactions with people telling us, thank you for what you're doing. It's great to see young people as well actually kind of trying to spread a good message. I mean, what do you reckon, Nacho? Have we had a good feedback today?
A lot of people are willing to listen and take the leaflets, so that's always encouraging. We have a lot of people sort of commending what we're doing, but a bit concerned about being put on camera, which is understandable, but generally I think it's very, very positive.
Yeah, definitely. And then I'm going to pull it round to our newcomer.
I actually found it quite empowering, to be honest. A little bit disappointed that not many people wanted to get involved, shared their views, things like that. You see a lot of things online, people blaming the government for this, blaming the government for that, but then they don't want to stand up and just have a friendly chat with a bunch of young people that have got some good ideas and want to spread the message. So it's actually quite fun.
It is fun.
I enjoyed it.
It's nerve-wracking, but it's
Yeah.
fun. And Wes, how'd you find it, man?
Yeah, it went great, man. It went decent this time.
So here's a perfect example. We're in King's Cross. We've just finished Tube Outreach. And as we can see, just self-service checkouts, only accepting card. What's that about? Why? Now, it's more of an example of the digitalisation of our country and the removal of people's jobs as well. Like, this is going to remove what it is to be human, what it is to be served by someone. And while that may seem insignificant, I think it's very significant because all of these things amount to something. We're going to lose contact with humanity, with reality, and replace it with machinery and a really mundane, clinical, disgusting example of a lifestyle which I really, really reject. I like being served by someone. I like chatting to someone. Most importantly, I like paying cash and I like having control of my own money. If you want to support me, if you want to contribute in any way regarding my work, all the money that ever gets put towards me, it goes back into my projects, it goes back into leaflets, banner printing, getting equipment, all these things. What I do is only made possible by the support I get, and I'm massively grateful. So you can head over to my Buy Me a Coffee link, which will be in the description, and you can do a one-off donation, or alternatively, you can actually subscribe to my Patreon and pay $4.99 a month, plus VAT, to support me in my ongoing project. I think it's really important that young people fight against authoritarianism and try and advocate for truth and freedom constantly, because if we don't, then our country is going to fall around us. The question is, do you think we should remove cash?
No.
And you were just telling me about CBDCs. Really quickly, 20 seconds, are they good or bad?
Specifically for what they're going to try to do with them, which is, you can already see what they've tried to push with the social medias and everything. They're going to try to use them to give us a social credit score system, just like China. Because there's no freedom, there's no control.
What do you say to people who are pro-removing cash?
Are there really people like that?
Yeah, there's one over there. A really quick question. What do you think about cash? Do you think cash is important?
Cash?
Yeah.
Not really. Use card all the time. And I
Has
always
he-
have my card on me.
And do you think that cash, if we go into like a world where it's like everything's digitalized,
Yeah.
do you not think that's kind of concerning because we're kind of being watched and controlled constantly?
No, I don't really think about it too much. I don't think it matters that much.
I think they really should open their eyes, man. All these people in control,
Should we get rid of cash?
No,
Why?
because it's tangible.
Do you want to go further into that?
Well, like without cash, you can't do illicit shit,
So we have finished for the day. We've done interviews. We have spoken to people about cash. We've spoken to people about digital IDs. We've had people talk to us about social credit system. All these interesting things. It's been a really good day, really productive. So Nacho, closing word.
So we've had one of the most successful sessions of outreach today. We've got a range of content with varying different topics. Remember our power and remember our voice and incite a collective discussion.
And then, of course, it's your first time meeting me, meeting Nacho, meeting Wes. What was your first experience like? Do you think we're crazy?
I think you're crazy in a good way, and I like it. No, it was really good. It was really nice to see people engage, although I was hoping for a little bit more engagement, but that's fine, I get it. People are reluctant to talk. Yeah, I loved it.
Love it.
It felt radical.
Yeah, it was very positive today. It actually restored a little bit of hope in me, you know what I mean? It kind of faded away from 4 months after, the month since July I had the election run, but Yeah, definitely did restore some hope in people, you know what I mean, because it was fading for a long time. That's why I wasn't out. But yeah, a lot of positive discussions, a lot of interaction with the people, a lot of people willing to be open and, you know, think outside the box, which is what we need, is the first catalyst for change. So yeah, very positive session today. Yeah.
Amazing. So there we go. Young people, get in contact with me if you want to help me with projects, if you want to contribute. Please go and support me as well. You can head over to my social media, you can head over to my Patreon as well. The link will be in the description. It's been a wonderful day, it's been a wonderful evening. We're the people and we hold the power.